Welcome back. It's Monday again, and that means it's time for Q&A. In today's episode, Rob asks, Keith, fact or fiction? When testing loads in the same rifle, you need to clean the barrel between loads if you switch powders. For example, if testing 175 grain Sierra Match Kings in 308 with Varget, then Reloader 15. What's your experience? Well, let's get into it. Rob, thank you for the question. This is one of those things that is like politics or religion. Different groups of people believe different things. I'm going to give you my opinion on the matter and try to explain my reasoning behind it. Let's take your example of Varget and Reloader 15. I've actually tried that combination, so I've had an experience. Starting from a solvent-cleaned barrel, I shot Varget before Reloader 15 in a 6-dasher. Honestly, it felt like it took the barrel several rounds to settle in after changing, but I think there's more at play here. I had only shot about 25 rounds of Varget before switching because I was testing at the time. After another 25 to 30 rounds of Reloader 15, I called it quits for the day. The accuracy of the Reloader 15 was good enough during that session that I chose it as my powder for that rifle. So I didn't see any negative effects on accuracy in the short term. On the other hand, I was thinking I hadn't harmed anything until I started overpressuring cases due to the formation of a hard carbon ring in the barrel at 200 rounds total, despite frequent solvent cleanings. After I scrubbed a bare steel, I found that the carbon ring did come back, but much more slowly. After about 700 rounds more, I had a ring again, but not as big, and not spiking pressures yet. Did the changing of powders cause this? I don't know. It's an anecdotal experience. For those that don't know, a carbon ring is a formation of hard carbon right at the entrance to the freebore. It grips the sides of the bullet and raises pressures dramatically. In my experience, much more so than jamming a bullet does. Now, did the changing of powders cause this? Once again, I don't know. It's an anecdotal experience. While we're talking about some of the more difficult questions in precision shooting, let me introduce you to a book that answers a lot of my questions and has proven useful in my load development and my development as a shooter. This is the Book of Rifle Accuracy by Tony Boyer. Tony has won more matches than I've ever shot in, so his wealth of experience is invaluable. This book covers everything from tuning a rifle to shooting techniques for both competition rifles and hunting rifles. He even has a section in the back dedicated to troubleshooting rifles that aren't shooting well. The book is less expensive than one box of projectiles you will waste by not knowing these gems of wisdom. This copy was given to me by a dear friend and mentor. Thank you, Alan. If you would like a copy of this book, I've put a link in the description where you can get it from Amazon. Using our links helps support the channel. So let's talk about the formation of hard carbon in the barrel for a moment. I'm not talking about powder residue or the black stuff that comes out as you do normal solvent cleaning. I'm talking about the stuff that's hard as glass and stuck to the steel like it's welded on. This stuff is so tough that I have not yet, in 15 years of trying, found a solvent that actually removes it without scrubbing. Now, CLR does remove carbon like nobody's business, but I'm reluctant to use or recommend that. It is an acid after all, and I'm not a chemist, so I'm not adequately educated to know if it is safe for all of our rifle parts. The ring area is not the only place that hard carbon deposits accumulate. I've found that certain powders deposit in different locations within the barrel. For example, the 284 with H4350 likes to deposit carbon a few inches down the barrel, past the chamber and throat. It will eventually create a constriction in the bore that causes accuracy problems. That is my theory as to why a barrel eventually stops shooting well after too many rounds between cleanings. Now, if this video is bringing you value, please like and subscribe. Help us weave our way through the YouTube algorithm. All right, back to the question. What can go wrong when changing powder without cleaning? I believe that different powder makeups, such as double base powder before or after a single base powder, can cause accelerated accumulation of carbon in the barrel. Do I have proof of that? Nope, not a lick of proof. Just call it a feeling or a belief. Am I wrong? Well, probably, but I'm the guy that tries to limit variables of unknown value to get the best performance and efficiency out of my equipment. Patches are cheaper than bullets, and I can clean a barrel to bare steel in a few minutes for a few pennies. So I have no answer to that question that can be scientifically proven. I can only tell you that when I go from powder A to powder B, I clean the barrel to bare steel in between. I think the effect that you might get of carbon buildup differs based on how much of each powder is involved, but that's just a guess. In the end, it's up to you and what you believe. If you have questions you'd like answered in a video, please email them to me at winninginthewind@gmail.com. As always, thank you for watching. Shoot straight, and I'll see you in the next video.